Hello, and a warm welcome to our weekly show, Love Athletics. In this program, we bring you the latest highlights from our sport with expert input from different continental areas. So, top athletics was back with a bang in the last 7 days at both senior and junior level. The Diamond League picked up again in Eugene and in great style with post-Olympic confirmations and revenges. 7 world leads were registered at the Prefontaine Classic. Elaine Thompson-Herah clocked a staggering 10:54, leading the same Jamaican sweep as in Tokyo, ahead of Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price in 10:73 and Shericka Jackson in 10:76. And 7 women ran under 11 seconds. We'll come back to this remarkable feat and the evolution of women sprinting later in the program. 6 other world leads were established in Eugene. Athing Mu moved closer to another legendary record, that of Jarmila Kratochvilova, over 800 meters, clocking 1:55.04 to destroy her opponents. Nora Giruto, who was already the fastest this year of the 3,000-meter steeplechase, but did not compete in Tokyo as she hopes to become eligible for Kazakhstan, improved her world lead to 8:53.65, moving up to number 3 in the all-time lists. She was over 4 seconds ahead of Tokyo silver medalist Courtney Frerichs, who improved her national record. Noah Lyles clocked a 19:52 over 200 meters to end his season in style. And Jakob Ingebrigtsen ran the mile in 3:47.24, which is also a European under-23 record. In the rarely contested 2 miles, Francine Niyonsaba of Burundi ran a world-leading 9:00.75 for victory, soundly defeating 2 top stars. She was a full 6 seconds ahead of Letsenbet Gidey, who, let's remember, is the world record holder over both 5,000 and 10,000. And she was almost 14 seconds ahead of Kenyan multi-medalist Helen Obiri. In the corresponding men's race, Joshua Cheptegei took sweet revenge, also in a world lead, defeating Selimon Barega with 8:09.55. Ryan Krauser in the shot put would have needed to break the world record to improve the mark he had set in Howard Field in June, but his 23:15 is the 3rd best throw of all time after only his 23:37 world record at the US trials and the 23:30 he threw in the Olympic final. With such spectacular results, it's no surprise that Prefontaine Classic whizzed to number 1 spot among the one-day meetings with a total score of 95,384 points, leapfrogging over Monaco's Hercules, which was the previous leader with a total of 93,886 points. The Diamond League continued last night in Lausanne. Before the meet, we had spoken to Yulimar Rojas. Here is what she told us about her Tokyo triumph and her goals for the rest of the season.
Que ha sido todo muy surrealista. En realidad, ganar la medalla, la forma en que se ganó en el último salto, tiene un significado muy importante para mí, también por la cantidad de saltos nulos que di en el año y no terminaba de salir hasta llegar hasta los Juegos Olímpicos, pero bueno, pienso que todo sale en el momento que debe salir y que las cosas llevan su tiempo. Y yo estoy convencida de que esto es solo el comienzo, de que sé que puedo dar más. Me siento muy bien, con muchas ganas de seguir saltando bastante y de terminar el año, a ver si se puede terminar el año con otra marca más grande aún, así que hay que seguir enfocada, hay que seguir centrada para que las cosas salgan. Y bueno, estoy muy feliz, estoy muy contenta disfrutándome de de lo que soy, una nueva campeona olímpica y nada, muy feliz.
Rojas tells us how she thinks she still has a lot in her, and this is only the beginning, that she wants to end the season with an even greater result than the world record she set in Tokyo. And last night she proved her point because she had 3 jumps over 15 meters 40, a windy 15:56, a regular 15:52, which would also have beaten Inessa Kravitz's mark with almost no wind, and a regular 15:42. Her last jump was also above 15 meters, 15:11, and all 4 would have given her victory over Shanika Ricketts, whose best effort was 15:02. With another world record holder and Olympic champion, Karsten Warholm, we had looked at how things changed for him over the last 4 years.
I think it's 3 years ago. You were doing a cool promo for Oslo Diamond League meeting in which you were going around the streets in Oslo asking people if they knew this talented athlete.
Yeah, you know, that was in 2017, 4 years ago, and it was just before my debut at the Diamond League in Oslo. And yeah, I was going around asking people if they knew who Karsten Warholm was, and everybody was saying no, and afterwards I told them it was me, and yeah, they didn't seem to care very much, but a lot has happened since then.
Yeah, now I guess you can't go to the grocers without being stopped by 10 people.
Yeah, now every time I go shopping I need to take 10 minutes more because, you know, I need to talk to people, but it's just positive energy, and it's something that, you know, I appreciate people you know, wanting to see me run and wanting to talk to me, and it's just positive things, yeah.
And how does it feel that the only comparison journalists can find is with the epic Roald Amundsen?
That's great. You know, he's a legend in our country, and I don't want to compare myself to legends such as him, but you know, I appreciate all the kind words because they mean a lot to me, and it's motivating.
And I think we all appreciate your emotion. You're like Yulimar. You're somebody who really shows, and it makes us all want to,
start running.
Participate.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
And it just shows, you know, how much I care and all the work that I put in and what it means to me. And hopefully it's something, you know, people get inspired of. So thank you.
So some journalists at the pre-events press conference seemed confident that Warholm could beat the long-standing European record over the flat, but the Norwegian tempered expectations, pointing out that the two are different events, and he would be up against some top specialists. His caution proved right, as he finished behind Wilbert London, Isaac Makwala, and Lee Marvin Bonnevasia, fading from 2nd to 4th in the home straight after leading the race between 150 meters and over 250 meters. Now, performances in Lausanne were hampered by the cold. It was 17 degrees towards the end of the meeting, but especially the chill was emphasized by gusty winds. Tokyo champions who confirmed their supremacy were Maria Lasitskene and Yulimar Rojas, and the ever-consistent Ryan Krauser, who had 5 throws over 22:40 with a best of 22:81, well clear of Tom Walsh with 22:10. Other champions were beaten by their rivals. Marco Arop defeated Emmanuel Corrier and Ferguson Rotich in the 800 meter. Devon Allen was the winner of the 110 hurdles with 13:07, while Hansel Parchment was 8th. Ilya Ivanyuk won the high jump with 22 meters 30, while Gianmarco Tamberi was 5th. Chris Nielsen took pole vault with 5:82, while Mondo Duplantis cleared 5:62 for 4th. And Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price took the 100 meters in 10:60 over Elaine Thompson-Hera in 10:64. So meeting records were set by Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price, Yulimar Rojas, Femke Bol, who dominated the 400 hurdles with 53.05, while the second, Shamir Little, clocked 53.78, and Ryan Krauser. But let's talk about the women's sprint revolution this year. 2021 really brought women's sprinting to a new level. Sha'Carri Richardson had fired the first rounds, clocking 10:72 in Miramar, Florida on April 10th, and 10:77 in Walnut, California on the 9th of May. But then Jamaica took over. Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce sizzled to 10:63 at the Racers Grand Prix in Kingston on the 5th of June. And a day later, Elaine Thompson-Herah ran 10:71 in Shakes-Fahervar. Fraser-Pryce won the Jamaican trials in 10:71 on 25 June, but Thompson-Herah was gearing up into top form and took the Olympic title in 10:61 and then clocked 10:54 in Eugene 3 weeks later. And in Lausanne, Fraser-Pryce turned the tables on her rival with a winning 10:61. Let's hear what Jamaican journalist Andre Lowe has to say.
Where do I start? 10.54 seconds is absolutely mind-blowing. It's so close to that FloJo record, 10.49 seconds. And I certainly changed the conversation where female sprinting and that world record is concerned. A few weeks ago, we didn't think it was possible that a woman would threaten that record. No, we're expecting it to be broken. And I think Elaine Thompson-Herah, with that run from the Prefontaine Classic, and we've seen now Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce 10.60 seconds at Lausanne, it shows that the women are getting closer and that they can in fact challenge this record. And I think a lot of other athletes, younger athletes, are sitting down and they're looking to themselves and they're saying, if they can go that close, I can certainly get there as well. So I think it has certainly changed the entire landscape where female sprinting is concerned.
Now, if we look at the 10 best marks registered this year, it looks like a Jamaican flag. Elaine Thompson has 4 of the top 10 marks, including, of course, the 10:54 she ran in Eugene. And Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce is highlighted in green, and she has 5 of the top 10 marks. Sha'Carri Richardson is a lone athlete not from Jamaica. So quite amazing how these ladies have really brought sprinting to a new level, all of them, including, of course, Sha'Carri. And now in the top 10 marks of all time, 5 of these marks were clocked in 2021, which is really quite extraordinary. Of the 10 best times ever, 5 were clocked this year, 3 by Elaine Thompson-Herah and 2 by Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce. 3 of these pre-2021 marks belong to FloJo, 1 to Carmelita Jeter and 1 to Marion Jones. So we'll come back to the sprints revolution at the end of the season and analyze the various factors, including fast tracks, new spikes, and discuss and mindset. The athletes were talking about this in the pre-event press conference, saying how in the past FloJo's records had seemed so far away, but now coming closer, they were really starting to believe it was possible. So we'll analyze this at the end of the season. In the meantime, let's turn now to the World Under-20 World Championships and hear a video report from Shevket Erbay, who was in Nairobi.
Hello everyone, this is Shevket from athleticsmodium.com. Welcome to Nairobi's Kasarani Stadium. We are now heading into the final day of the World Under-20 Championship. We recorded this one before the final events of the last day, That's why I cannot say in the full report, but I can summarize to you until now what happened in the championship. More than 110 countries contested here, but missing some important ones: United States, Germany, Japanese team, Japan, China, and Australia. And also the Great Britain team has not competed here. But still, we witnessed especially great sprinting races here. We witnessed 2 world records from talented Frenchman, Sacha Zoya, in the 110 hurdles. He broke the world record, lowered under 13 seconds, and eventually he finished in the final 12:72. It's a magical world record we witnessed yesterday here. That's one of the main highlights of the championship so far. Even better, the senior mark, actually, the Sacha Zoya, yesterday clocked here. Also, Kristen Mboma, one of the brightest star in the under 20 level sprinting. She brought Namibia gold in 200 meters. She clocked 21:84 just missed the world under 20 record and made a championship record, several times championship record broken here in women's 200 meters. Botswana, also one of the important countries who compete here. They won 2 gold and 1 silver. Most likely another medal added maybe in today's relays final. Leslie Tebogo clocked 10:11 in the semifinals, and Antonio Pesela also a very great race he had. He broke long-standing championship record in 21 years back. Broke 44:58 in the final race. Kenya, the home country, won race walking gold. It's a very interesting milestone. First time ever they won any championship medal in the race walking. Harrison Banyongi progressed his personal best, more than 3 minutes in that race, 10K race walking man. Also, I highlighted to you is another race. It's a 100-meter women won by 17-year-old Jamaican Tina Clayton. She clocked 11:09 at this championship. I just summarized all the notes I have about the championship. That's all from me. Until next time, see you soon. Bye-bye.
So thank you, Şevket. As he mentioned, 2 world records set by high hurdler Sacha Zoya. Then in the final day of competitions, there were 2 more. In the 4x100 meter women, Jamaica set a world record of 42:94, and in the men's 4x100, it was South Africa with 38:51. So a total of 4 world under 2 records set in Kenya, as well as 15 world under 20 championship records, 11 area under 20 records, 68 national under 20 records, and 10 senior national records, because some of these very young athletes are the best in their country. So many notable performances, and Şevket mentioned a few, but my pick is really Kenyan walker Harrison Wanyonyi, taking an unprecedented gold in the men's 10,000 meter race walk ahead of India's Amit, whom we see behind him in the photo. Now, these 2 nations had never medaled in race walk at the under 20 level or at the senior level. So quite a breakthrough. Will we soon see Kenyan distance runners moving to the race walk in force? We'll see. It was a very successful event for Africa, with hosts Kenya topping the medal table, 8 gold, 1 silver, and 7 bronze medals, ahead of Finland, 4 gold, 1 silver, 0 bronze. Nigeria, 4 gold, 0 bronze, 0 silver, 3 bronze. Ethiopia, 3, 2, and Jamaica, 3, 6, and 2. It's true that some of the powerhouses of our sport were not present, but as we saw, Jamaica was in Nairobi and did well. So next week we have more Diamond League meetings. Tomorrow, Diamond League meeting in Paris. Then on the 3rd of September, Diamond League meeting in Brussels. The last two events of the series before the finals, which will take place in Zurich on the 8th and 9th of September. So this is the end of our show for today. We thank you all for watching and see you next week on Love Athletics to look together at the highlights, comments, and analysis of what has been happening in our sport over the past 7 days. Thank you. See you soon.